right, it's Tuesday. I hope you guys are ready for a great one because the day is what you make it. So, if you go looking for a bad day, you're going to find a bad day. So, we go looking for an amazing day. Today, just like yesterday, we're in the living room and or family room. If you have both, you can pick. You can do both of them. You can choose the one you have. You can do 15 minutes in each, or you could split it up. But it's not cool. My pencil broke. That's not cool at all. The mission today is to get rid of what doesn't belong in there. So, grab a box, grab a bag, grab whatever you have, throw everything that doesn't belong in there, and then go to the other rooms. Don't take one item and then go put it away. So, are you ready? Let's get this going. Now remember, if you're not up to doing all of them yet, don't worry, it will come. This is a process. This is, it happens in stages. Don't worry about it. It will come. So do what you can and be happy with that. Are you dressed to shoes? That bright thing is in the sky again. Are you dressed to shoes? You should be. You should be completely dressed to shoes. Hair and face, if you're doing it. You should have already drank your water. So that's where we're starting. Always start with getting dressed to shoes. It's about being proactive for the day. That way, no matter what happens, you're ready to go. So let's get that one done. If you're not dressed to shoes, go get dressed to shoes. All right. Plan your meals, plan your goals, plan your intention. So I will get that typed in and then we'll talk about it. There we go. Okay. So, intention is your mental direction for the day. It is what you want to bring to each situation you're going to encounter. It is your mental intention. Mine is, I had come up with a different one than understanding. Oh, understanding. This means I need to find my purple pencil because now my pink one broke. So hopefully I can find it. Goals. I need to message a client regarding a session time. I need to make crab rangoon for tonight. I need to make croutons. I already got the bread out for that. Next month's prep. Pack lunch. Okay, so this is your physical direction for the day. Having a goal or an objective that you're trying to accomplish helps you be more productive. So that is why we come up with 3 goals. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. But I will look at message client, pack lunch, and croutons first. Once those are done, then I will go on to the next ones. And then meal today is orange chicken, rice, green beans, and crab rangoon. So that's going to be nummy. do our Core 6 check-in. Let's move these. Our Core 6, they are the 6 items, well, 5 to 6, that we need to keep us solid, to keep us functioning. Okay, we're doubling it up, I guess. To keep us functioning, to keep us able to give to people. That is what our Core 6 does. It takes care of our base. It takes care of our core 6. So we're looking at eat your meals today. That's why we plan them out. Make sure that we eat. How'd you sleep? Getting enough sleep and getting good sleep is definitely essential. Don't forget to drink your water. 2 glasses right away in the morning, a glass before each meal, and a glass before bed. Don't forget to take your meds. Don't forget to pamper yourself, and don't forget to move. So I ended up reading yesterday, and then we played outside. So that was fun. All right. Plan your day. Let's plan our day. So, what appointments do you have? What meetings do you have? What extras do you have? Be it book club or gymnastics or dance or whatever. Make sure they get in there for you. When do you want to pamper? When do you want to eat? When is your time? When is work time? Make sure that all gets in. What time do you need to start dinner? Like my crab rangoons, I can make them whenever and freeze them. So that's what I'm going to do. The other parts of dinner need to obviously happen later on because I'm not going to fry up the chicken and then, it's cold and then I got to reheat it and that's yucky. So no. And so make sure you know where your day is lined out to go. Even if it doesn't follow it, even if it goes differently, then at least you had a plan. You can see what's going on. Plans are not concrete, okay? They're flexible. So make sure they're very, make sure that you don't, oh no, I have to do this at 3:01 p.m. No. Well, meetings, you should be there on time, but everything else. Live and let live. Our kids' day. I didn't grab his little thing. Let me grab that. And then I'll grab that to grab that. And okay. So for my little one, we need to go. Let's add the water back in. Well, if he drinks 2 of those, he's good. So I'm just going to put 2 down. And then AM. So he needs to take his vitamins. He needs to brush his teeth. He needs to wash his face. And he needs to have breakfast. For school, we need to do Alex. We need to do Matific. We need to do eSpark. Math. And then eSpark. Reading. He did Lexia. He did Epic. So then he needs to do Quill. And then let's get music out of the way. Let's get social studies out of the way, or economics. And let's get science out of the way. And then maybe we'll see what reading and writing is. So, lots of things for him. Do I expect them all done? No, and he knows it. This is just, if things were to go amazing, he would get them all done. I know my son better than that. Noon, we need to have lunch. He needs to pick up and move. Okay, he's ready. So, even when school is done, he will be getting one of these because he needs to have his direction. Otherwise, he's lost. So, no matter what, because no matter what, he's got to eat. No matter what, he's got to have his water. No matter what, he's got to have his vitamins and wash his face, brush his teeth. He's got to move. He's got to read. So, no matter what, every single day, he's got a schedule. All right. Now we're going to get into the cleaning part. Make your bed. Lots of psychology goes behind making your bed. We're not caring about the psychology. We're just doing it because it's easy, because it's one and done. Because once you make it, you don't have to go back in and make it. Because that way you can use it for everything else that you want to do during the day. If you don't feel motivated, you can at least look and say, I got my bed made. I can do this. Plus, it should take, depending upon your movability, the bed's accessibility, the amount of blankets and pillows that you have on it, it should take you approximately 44 minutes, not 40. If it took you 40, then that's not easy. It should take you about 4 minutes, give or take. For me, it takes 4, but I don't have any movement restrictions. My bed is easily accessible on all sides. So there you go. Pick up, put away. The foundation of everything, right? Pick up, put away is literally the foundation for everything. If every time you're done with something, you put it back. If every time anyone in your home is done with something, they put it back. Unless, of course, they are physically unable to. We have nothing to pick up. We have nothing to clean, and our home stays in order. And then we're also not having like a restriction on like our kids, right? Because toys aren't dirt. Your house isn't dirty. It's lived in and there's toys all over. But if they bring it out, they put it back. Simple. So like for mine, when he brings out numerous different types of things, then he gets really, really overwhelmed with having to put them away. So one type of thing, unless it's connecting to how he's playing with it, comes out. If he goes to something else, that stuff gets put away. Easy in theory, not as easy in practice, because Lord knows he's a kid. So I don't expect him to do it amazing every single time. I expect him to be a kid with it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to teach him how to become a good adult, how to become a respectful adult, how to pick up his stuff. That is why I'm here. And some lessons take longer to learn. Swish and swipe. See that big yellow thing in the sky keeps making the cards hard to read. I can spell today. I really can. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, under 2 minutes. Don't make a special trip to the bathroom. Do your swish and swipe when you're in the bathroom. We should have to go to the bathroom multiple times during the day. That is when maybe first time you go to the bathroom, you're going to wipe down the sink. Next time you go to the bathroom, you're going to wipe off the spots on the mirror. Next time you go to the bathroom, you're going to wipe off the rim of the toilet. Next time you're going to go to the bathroom, you swish out the bowl. Do that way. You can break it up. You can do, if you've got multiple bathrooms, use each one throughout the day. Parents always ask me, what about kids? Right? If kids have their own bathroom. The swish and swipe is not hard. It's not hard to do. It's not complicated to do. And they should be able to do it. So I would have them do it, honestly. Laundry. Do it daily. Morning, Sheena. That's okay. You always get phone calls when I start. How was your time with your husband? I hope it was wonderful. Do the laundry every day. Okay? Every day. Because when we save it up, you could have a quarter of a load, wonderful, quarter load the one day. So you justify, I ain't got enough to do it. And then I'm swearing to you, by the next day, you're going to have 2 full loads. So just do it every day. If you live by yourself and you don't have a lot of laundry, do your darks one day, your lights one day, the sheets one day, the towels another day, and the rags another day. Split it up, because the smaller the load, the quicker it gets done. In washing time, in drying time, in folding time, in putting away time. The smaller it is, the quicker it gets done. So keep them small, make it fast. Meal prep, and then therefore kitchen cleanup. Why do we do meal prep? Well, so we eat. Can you do it? Can you eat it without doing meal prep? Of course you can. Will you be more apt to eat the stuff you have planned out? Probably not, depending upon what you got planned, of course. It's a matter of those, I don't want to say complicated meals, because they're not complicated, at least not the ones in my head. Okay, the healthy meals like salads. If you want to grab a quick bite to eat, right? Unless you're buying pre-made salad and all that, you've got to cut the lettuce, you got to cut the cucumber, you got to cut the egg, you got to cut the onions, you got to shred the cheese, you got to shred the carrots. There's a lot of things that go into that. So if you do it all ahead of time and maybe make some pre-made salads, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to be good. So prep your meals. When it comes time for dinner, especially as it's starting to get hotter, you don't want to have to make an elaborate dinner like today. Orange chicken, rice, green beans, crab rangoon. Lots of different moving pieces, right? I will make the crab rangoons ahead of time. So then all I got to do is treat them as if they were boxed. The green beans, don't have to do anything to them. They're just getting seasoning in a pan. The rice will get made in the Instapot. The orange chicken, yes, I will pull out the chicken. I will cube the chicken. But that's as far as I will go. So then that way, come dinner time, all I have to do is send the chicken through the breading stations, fry it up, or air fry it, or however I'm going to do it, fry it up, and be done. Yesterday, I went with burger, salad, and fries. So during the day, I made the hamburger buns, got them taken care of, all done and everything like that. Then I shredded the cheese for the salad and did all those things that I just mentioned for the salad. So that way, come dinner time, it was just throw it all together. I grabbed the potatoes and I sliced up the fries and I put them in water. So then that way I didn't have to think about them. The hamburgers, I grabbed the meat, thawed it out, portioned it up, seasoned it up, then portioned it up and stuck it back in the fridge. One of Gordon Ramsay's favorite tricks. Put the patties in the fridge so they get cold. So then that way they stay together. I am not convinced on this creamer yet. So there's lots of different things that you can do to make sure that you eat all your meals. The hummus, I have it in little containers, and I have the celery chopped up, and I have the green peppers chopped up. I have the green peppers chopped up, and anything else that you would want to do with the hummus. So you grab a thing of hummus, and then you grab the vegetables, and you're good. Because as we start getting hotter, we want to do less things. So if when it's cooler in the morning, at least here in Wisconsin it is, I know that we're very blessed that way to where the temperature dips. You get the majority of your work done, then you don't have to worry about it. I need to get yogurt and fruit. I want to make some yogurt pops for my little man as it's starting to get warmer out. So look at your meals for the day. What can you do ahead of time? What would help you if you did it ahead of time? Plus, then anything you're doing ahead of time, you wash those dishes right away. Now, see, we're flipping into cleanup. You wash those dishes right away, then you don't have to do those dishes at dinner time. That's even better. So, for cleaning up the kitchen, do whatever you have from the prep. Do the leftover dishes from last night to where if anybody ate after dinner dishes were done, load the dishwasher, unload the dishwasher. I'm not sure how long those go, how long those take to run. I don't have one, never owned one. Anything like that. So you're taking care of all the morning stuff. And then you're ready for noon and dinner. It was funny the other week. I was speaking with my son, and he had said that, his wife didn't like the way he did dishes. I said, well, how do you do dishes? He's like, well, I'll just let him wait until dinner. I said, why would you want to do that? He goes, now you sound like her. I said, well, yeah. I said, when did we do dishes at home? After every meal? Yes. Ooh, we're going to have lots of goulashes and casseroles. Does that mean you get to see your new home? I am not stuck on that creamer yet. It's got a weird aftertaste. And I don't know. I don't know if it's meant to. But so then in Sheena, like in your case, get creative. You know, if you can throw stuff in the freezer, throw stuff in the freezer. If you have a bunch of milk, make pudding. Make pudding and then cool. Make pudding and then put it in, separate it out if you can and turn it into pudding pops. Well, then those can stay in the freezer. And you just used up 2 cups of milk. You can get really creative with stuff in the fridge that you don't want to go bad. So, I think so. If you've got like half and half and heavy cream, you can make ice cream. Don't even need to have an ice cream maker. I can send you a recipe. I will put it on my Keep and I will send you a recipe. Chocolate or vanilla? The chocolate one is really, 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 really good. And then you're going to make wonderful. If you're going to make the chocolate version, you're going to end up making a big thing of mix, right? And then it makes the most wonderful cup of hot cocoa in the winter. The same mix makes the same cup of hot cocoa. When we were doing the mixes, that's what we did for the hot cocoa. Okay. So send Sheena pudding mixes. Okay. So, I mean, they're wonderful. I love them. I love them both. So, get creative. If you've got bread, you can make French toast sticks and then stick them in the freezer, and then you've got French toast sticks for days for when you come back. Or leave them out, turn it into breadcrumbs. Or bake them off, turn them into croutons. You can easily make the French toast to French toast sticks and then just cool them and stick them in the freezer and then heat them up when you get back. And then kids have breakfast. Like I said, or you can turn them into breadcrumbs, or you can turn it into croutons, or, stuff like that. So bread is very, very, very versatile. No. Nope. 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 Alton Brown is tricky. That's why his makes hot cocoa. Alton Brown is very tricky. I will purposely just make French toast sticks and stick them in the freezer. So that way he's got it. And making homemade croutons is not hard at all. At all. You cut up the bread. You toss it with oil. You toss them with seasonings. And you throw them in the oven and bake them off. That's it. You're done. And then you've made your own croutons. That is why I always save like the ends of the bread and stuff like that, because then I use it to make croutons or breadcrumbs or whatever. It makes it easier. It saves me money, and the stuff is homemade. So like if I know ahead of time I'm going to be making something, all right, I'm looking at Constitution right now. So with sweet and smoky, if I know I'm going to be using the sweet and smoky flavor on the meal, I will put the sweet and smoky flavor on the croutons to make it go with the meal. Or, oh, what is the Purple Heart? I want to do black, and that's Constitution too. Oh, Operator, Red Hickory Smoke. I'll do it with that one. The maple bacon I'll do. So it's about taking what you have, turning it into something you need. And then the croutons will also keep because you've dried them out. You've taken the moisture out of them. So I'll send you a crouton recipe too. Because I now make mine in the air fryer. So I'll send you a recipe for croutons too. You're taking out the moisture, so now the croutons are going to keep. Breadcrumbs. You dry out the bread and then you just pound it to smithereens or stick it in the food processor. They'll keep. As soon as you take the moisture out of the bread will keep. So, or stick it in a freezer. You can easily take care of the bread. So, with that being said, guys, I got a boot. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning. Have a great one. Stay safe, stay sane. You just saved yourself a ton of money, honey. Because if you get one head of romaine, one head of iceberg, chop it up. One head of cabbage, carrots, they're going to go farther than getting the salad mix. It will be more expensive initially, but you won't have to buy as much because you're going to stretch it out farther. With the was it hot? Well, that wouldn't do it. That wouldn't do it. Just undercooking it wouldn't do it because all the meat and everything is already all cooked. That's crazy. So, y'all have a great day. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice one. You guys can do this step by step by step. So, don't worry if you don't get it all done. Just work it in stages and steps. And eventually everything gets done. So, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.